Welcome to Sounds of Sud. I'm your host, Jasmine. This podcast is for all the music lovers and anyone that wants to learn more about working in the music industry. Bringing you interesting insights and wild stories from DJs to festival organisers, we talk to all of the people behind the scenes that make the magic happen. So make sure to hit subscribe and I'll see you on the dance floor. Welcome, Cody Wong, to Sounds of Sud, the podcast. How are you?
All good.
Nice to meet you. How has your when did you get to Australia?
About the Perth last week.
Got to Perth last week. And how many gigs did you have in Perth?
So we just had one gig with Signal events on the Friday night, and yeah, it went really well.
It was quite a big venue, was it?
Yeah, so it was a big hall, and they had like a whole surround second and third floor in it.
Like Coliseum kind of vibe?
Yeah, it's kind of Coliseum, but I suppose. Yeah, it was pretty packed. I'm not too sure it was sold out, but it was very close to being sold out.
Yeah, very good. And what kind of event was it? Was it a headline show?
I was kind of co-headlining with Al Date, and
Who was it? Sorry?
Al Date, he's another Irish DJ.
Okay.
So yeah, it was pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then in Sydney, you're playing. Unfortunately, I'm not this quick at editing, but I'm playing at Home Bar tomorrow, which will be in the past by the time I release this. And then Melbourne.
Yeah, playing in Melbourne next week, next Friday. Yeah.
Okay, so you're playing in Sydney this Friday, Melbourne next Friday. Anywhere else?
So that's it. I'm going out to Ibiza the day after.
Excellent.
Yeah, flying out to Ibiza straight from Melbourne.
So I would, forgive me for making an assumption, but this is a bit of a holiday for you as well, if you've got a week between gigs, right?
Yeah, so much downtime. So during the week, I'm just kind of sightseeing and just exploring Australia. It's my first time ever out here, so
yeah,
I'm happy to be here. Feeling blessed.
What's your first thoughts of Australia?
I've seen so many Irish people when I'm here. I get why they come out here to live. It's nice. It seems like a nice place to settle down. It's a lot different Ireland, of course.
My friend Kiva, which we'll get into, is you know Kiva in a minute, but her family came out in December or January or whenever it was, and day one of her family being here, they were like, "We get it. We get why you live here." Yeah, because it's a great life. But so funny story that Cody and I had been chatting. I think I first reached out to you like a year ago, and then we kind of ignited the conversation when I interviewed Kirk and Miro, and we started talking about like potentially doing an interview when Cody was going to come over. We kind of had this teed up today. And then bumped into you randomly the other day.
First person I've seen in Sydney.
So it was my friend's birthday. I was out and about. Like I'm usually like a nana. I go to bed very early in the week, like in bed for like 9 p.m. And it was midnight. I was in Coogee. It was my friend's birthday. I wasn't like out on the piss or anything, but we'd been out for dinner, and we were just about to go home. And I walked out of the bar, and then Cody was just there right in front of me, and no one else as far as you can see. It was like an absolute ghost town. Yeah. And obviously I recognised you, but I don't really have that much of my face on my page. It's not like people I can be a bit
confused, like who's this coming towards me?
Yeah, why did she know my name? And my favourite thing that you said, and I said it to you on the night, was how you said like you just got here or you've been there the night before and you were like a bit bored because you didn't really know what to do.
Yeah, I was so bored. Like I was kind of just I wasn't even hungry, but I was bored, so I was like, right, I'm getting a line bike here. Went down to Coogee Centre and went out and see what was open. Got a Domino's and just went in the shop here. Like, going to get a wee drink here. Walked out and there you were.
It was funny because if you had been there like maybe half an hour earlier, we went in there to get some cigarettes. And I got super distracted by the sunglasses stand. They had all these so cool sunglasses. So that exact shop, me and my friend were in there trying on loads of sunglasses. So it would have been even funnier if you came in at that point and I had these stupid glasses on. So yeah, like as I said, I've never been in Coogee. We were arranging to meet this next day anyway and then bump into each other. It was funny. And then Cody was heading up towards Clovelly, up that big hill. And then Kiva lives up the other side of the big hill. But yeah, did your line bike go up easily?
Yeah, I had put a bit of force into it going up the hill, but like it was a challenging. Like
so, there was two of us on the bike as well, which I didn't take into consideration until just now. But that probably had an impact. But we didn't have a very good time. We had to go it was too hard to go up. We had to turn right go up at like a slightly, we went kind of wide and up some smaller hills, but then we ended up realizing we'd gone too far and we actually had to come back down. So I'll show you a screenshot of the Uber thing, because obviously it was the map, we're like up that background right, it was super funny. But yeah, I was curious to see how you got on with your line bike, because ours was a bit challenging. It would have been quicker to walk.
It's not like so different. Like I seen one type has a wee throttle.
A what?
It's like a wee accelerator button on it, and then other one's just whenever you start pedaling, it takes off for you. The electricity kicks in.
Oh no, we had a throttle on ours, so maybe that's what I was like. Maybe this battery fucked. But then when I got on it when Kiva got off for a second, while I could get a bit of a run up back up the hill, it was fine. So I was like, maybe I don't.
I've seen the video. She's like, "Oh, were you like lift your legs?" Yeah. There's nowhere to put them.
She's like, I'm trying. It was really funny. Yeah, I haven't rode a line bike very often. Anyway, okay, we might circle back. Obviously, you're a DJ and producer. Where did that? Well, as you can see, like all great people in my life, Cody is from Ireland. Do you want to talk about your like background and like when you first got into DJing? Like, you're born in Ireland?
Born in Ireland.
All in Ireland, yeah. And you've got, I was gonna go out on a whim here and say at least one Asian parent.
Yeah. So my mother is from Westmeath.
Where's that?
Yeah, she was born in Flown. Brought up in Longford, and then my father's from Hong Kong.
Oh, sorry, I thought the places you were saying were like in a different country. They're Irish places. The where your mum's from.
Yeah.
The mum's Irish and your dad's from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Hong Kong,
and how did they meet?
So my father was working in the Chinese. It's kind of like with Irish go to Australia to work in construction. Some Chinese just go to Ireland and just work as a chef and etc.
That's so interesting. Yeah. So as construction workers come here, chefs go places.
Chinese chefs come to Ireland and just work in kitchens.
Wow.
So we started off working in a sort of takeaway years ago. My mother came into the Chinese and he just asked her out. So yeah, that's how I met. And many years later, I was born.
That's like, and have you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have a sister. She's older.
She's older?
She's 5 years older.
You guys, that's like the best of both worlds, because, sorry, it's a random story in my neurodivergent brain. So you know how Irish are quite fussy with their Chinese takeaways, as are English? And I've said this story on here before because it's mental. But there was a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 really good Chinese takeaways that we liked in Sydney, because obviously the style of cooking is different. And then they shut down, or they weren't that good, or like, anyway. And then a couple of them, I don't know how long it's been open actually, there was some people, and I don't know the exact story, it's not my story to tell, but an Irish crowd teamed up with some Asian people, and they have partnered and come up with the brand Paddy Chan's.
Yeah,
Have you heard about it?
My parents actually own a Chinese.
Yeah.
So like I was born in that industry. Like I worked in the restaurant and takeaway industry myself most of my life.
Yeah. So they had this Paddy Chan's. This will just tell you how much people like their Chinese food, B, how many Irish people are in Sydney. They put up a blank Instagram account, Paddy Chan's coming soon, and nothing else, just a logo. Paddy Chan's opening in Kensington soon. In 48 hours, they had 15,000 followers. I was just like, that blew my fucking mind. I was like, that just says how much of a gap in the market there is for that kind of food here. Like,
shows how many Irish are out there as well.
Yeah, it shows how many Irish, and shows how much the Irish people love their love that kind of food. Because super interesting. I didn't expect this to be the direction of the conversation. But with your parents owning a Chinese, would your father and your family's style of cooking be like Irish Chinese, or would it be traditional?
Yeah, it's all Chinese. Any Chinese get in Ireland, unless you go into the cities, it's all kind of like Irishized, if you get me.
Yeah. What's the most popular thing in your restaurant? Like,
it has to be like a spice bag or like salt and chili chicken box. We call, just back in my home place, they call them like the chili thought special.
Chili thought special.
Chili fillet specials. You have to get it like you're in the town. I mean, like I was in Chinese in Dublin, and like if they think you're Irish, they give you like an Irish menu. But then they see Chinese people come in, they have a completely different menu for them.
Yes. And you cut it in your places or the big places?
In the big places in Dublin.
Wow. Yeah. That's so interesting. And then, oh my God, I want to know more about this. And have they still got the restaurant now?
We just have a takeaway, like after the pandemic, just a lot of restaurants that are closing down. So
yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
So it was previously a restaurant and now you just have it as a takeaway?
It's a takeaway.
And is it pumping? Like,
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's just like it's been in the town for over 30 years.
Wow, what's it called?
Chinatown.
Chinatown.
China Tower.
China Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have another one over the roads. It's called Oriental.
Oriental.
It's the twin towns, only a bridge separating them. So yeah.
You have one in each town. People don't like to cross the bridge.
Yeah, people have their favorites too.
That's fun, but do they know? Do the people know that they're owned by the same family?
Yeah, like we're part of the town now. Like we're here that long.
Yeah, and so where were you born there?
Yeah, I was born in Derry, so it's like the next county over.
Yeah, okay. Jordan is from.
Yeah, where Jordan's from.
Yeah, that's funny. Shout out Jordan O'Keefe.
Right, Jordan.
So with the takeaway, is it like where there's like, are you the only guys in the town, or is there multiple?
We're the only Chinese in the town, I'm pretty sure.
So you are the spot.
Yeah.
So if people want a Chinese, they're coming to see you.
You go over choice, like.
So your family would be a bit like my boyfriend's mum who works in the post office. You know everyone.
Yeah, it's a small town. There's only like 5,000 people in my town, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
And if you're the owners of the Chinese, like everyone loves the Chinese.
That's it. Like
Yes.
I've worked in it all my life too. Like people know me from it.
Yeah.
And only in the last like few years, like since music started getting better, like people are knowing me more from music from the Chinese now.
Yeah.
But like all the older people all know me from the Chinese.
That's so good. And I love it when people do pop-ups in those kind of places, and you can just do it in your own family.
Oh, like we pop up set.
Yeah, little pop-ups like.
I don't think it'd work in my town. It's so small.
No, but people won't come. You know, like when you reach a certain point in your
I
career.
used to throw wee pop up parties in the town.
Yeah.
Like before I took off, but
Yeah.
it was just the big nights, like the bank holidays, where you're guaranteed the crowds. Because there's a guy who used to have me in every Friday night, and I'd be DJing to like 3 or 4 people. I was like, oh, I hate this shit.
Yeah.
And then like I used to do like just parties, and I got a few bad ones, so just I didn't really enjoy the experience. And after that, I said like I'm never playing a party ever again. Like I actually love music, but I don't love doing these parties. I'm just DJing for my friends' birthday parties, etc. And I just wasn't enjoying it.
It wasn't your thing.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're doing birthdays and whatever, you kind of have to play what the birthday person wants.
Yeah,
Which might not be your thing,
Yeah.
you know? What is your kind of genre, would you say?
Right now, it's kind of like the trancey, European trancey, bouncy stuff. It's popping off in like Berlin, Belgium, Netherlands. I can really like that sound. It took me a few years to develop my sound, because whenever I was starting off producing, I was just happy to make music, because I struggled so long for years to even put the right beat. And there was just one year where I really knuckled down after I said like I'm not doing any birthday parties or any of this here crack. I really want to do it for the love of music, and like I just started making my own music. So I used to just be happy to make any kind of beat. I was making techno edits, I was making hard house edits, making everything. And then after 13 took off, I kind of started like, developing my own kind of sound. After that, I really started enjoying what I was making. But before that, there was like a good year or two where I just hated nearly everything I made. I just wasn't happy with anything. So yeah, like
You've got to, so what your sound, if you could describe it, what would you classify it as?
so kind of like trancey, bouncy, emotional, like kind of lush melodies.
What would you classify N13 as if you had to put it in a category, put it in a couple of boxes?
I actually don't know. Like
Because I don't know, and I fucking love it. It's a great song, like great song.
Like a lot of people comment under the posts and the videos, so like, oh, it brings you back to my days, like kind of the older generation. It
Oh,
reminds me so much of like old trance. Like there's a lot of synths they're using on it, so it's like old trance synths. I was kind of just putting my own emotions into it.
how long did it take you to make that song?
I think that song only took me maybe a week or two to make.
Wow.
But I only finished it to like 80%, and I never finished it past that. I mastered it enough so a DJ could play it out. I sent it off to a mastering engineer.
What is a mastering engineer?
So you basically mix it yourself and get it to like -6 dB and send it off to the mastering engineer, so he makes it playable. Like he just raises the volume basically and makes it more like better stereo with.
If the job title of the person who does that is called a
Mixing the mastering engineer, sound engineer, yeah.
sound engineer.
It's essential for like DJs that want to get their tracks played out.
Yeah, because you
Especially in
could
big
do
sounds.
everything by yourself.
Yeah, I'm getting to the stage now where I can mix and master my own stuff, but if I want to get it to, if I'm really confident that this track's going to do so well, I'm going to send it off and get it properly done by someone who's studied in that and has like years of
Experience.
Yeah.
And what would you, obviously not to pry too much into finances, but on average, how much would it cost to get a track mastered?
It just depends how much you want to spend.
Like pay for what you get kind of thing.
The first master N13, that only cost about £15, which isn't too bad.
£15?
Really the price of a drink. Like.
No, I thought you were going to say like in the thousands.
No. Like, I think some high-end engineers might charge like 50 or 60 per track.
But still, like that's way cheaper than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So you've got the track which you've made yourself, you've mastered it. Then what other steps in the process are there to production?
So whenever I finished that track and got it mastered, I sent it to Mark Blair, and he was actually the first DJ to play it out. He was the first person to play it out in the Merge Festival. And, like, I was in the crowd when he was
just make the song and get it mastered, then it can be played.
Yes.
Okay.
Get it sent out to release. And
then Mark Blair played it where?
Mark Blair played it at the very first Emerge Festival in Belfast.
Okay.
And I was there.
How many years ago is this? How old is the song?
I first made it in 2022.
Oh.
I was just going through a bad time in music where I couldn't make anything. It was kind of the first tune in so long where I was really happy with it. I was nearly getting emotional when I was making it. I was like, no, like this track is really hitting different.
So good. I love it.
I was like, I know this is a special track to me. And I sent it to Mark Blair, and he said, yeah, sorry, I'm going to drop it at the festival this weekend. I was like, he's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's given me so much support over the last maybe 2 years. He's got me on his own Bard shows. So Bard is his band.
Yeah.
He runs parties all over Belfast and even in Northern Ireland. And yeah, I was in the crowd. I went to take out my phone, and yeah, my battery died. As I went to get a video. So the only videos I have is like shitty Snapchat videos. Whenever people save them, it just like degrades the quality instantly.
So you're gonna get it?
I've only got like poor quality videos. This photo was taken like in a wee Nokia.
Was it not videoed? Was it, or is not?
I'm not pretty sure. I'll have to ask him.
You should find out. That would be cool. That's quite funny though. So this was in what year?
It was August 2022.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't realize it was so it'd been out for so long. But isn't that funny that it only made its way? I'd have to, maybe I'm misquoting Ryan here, but my friend Ryan, who is the reason that I follow your music, he introduced that song into our friendship group. Yeah. And I was like, that is a fucking banging tune. I want to listen to it now. Yeah. Like, I love it. It's so good. So I made it in August 2022, and like I sat in it for months and months. But another person I always backed it was Shona Brophy. So Shona works with the Reboot DJs. She DJs herself, of course. I used to play many house parties with her back in the day. She's a legend. Like, I remember first sending a track, she's like, no, Cody, this track is amazing. Like, it's bringing a tear to my eye. It's so good. And, like, she played at the after parties and just went off every time. Like. Yeah. How many streams or whatever has it got? I think it's hitting 2 million streams on Spotify alone. Wow. But Spotify's bad for you as an artist, right? You don't get much from Spotify. Yeah, Spotify is pretty bad. Like, you get paid like 0.0007 cents per stream, so you have to be getting a lot of streams to make money. So definitely gone down a rabbit hole. Wouldn't expect anything different from myself. But let's wind it back. So we kind of went into like your family and your upbringing. I won't delve back down the Chinese takeaway train because I've got so much taken asking that alone. So your family in a restaurant. What does your older sister do? So my sister, she works for Biscoff. Does she? Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah. That's so cool. I can't eat Biscoff because I can't have gluten. Park really likes it. What does she do for them? That's so interesting. I think she's in the marketing. Yeah. Marketing side. Biscoff. Does she get a discount? She gets free biscuits. Like free biscuits. Yeah. But the Biscoff has got super popular in the last couple of years. Yeah, it was just, every time I see Biscoff, I send her things and stuff. Yeah, it's strange, but like here, a lot of you know how we've got like the Paddy Chans, but a lot of Irish girls will do like baking at home, and they'll bake all these really cool cakes and stuff, and there's a lot of Biscoff in them. Cool, so she works for them. She's the brains in the family. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Always, like, I have to like thank her so much because she always keeps me straight, like keeps me right. Yeah, you guys are close. If I'm ever struggling with anything, like I just text her and she just puts me in the right direction all the time. No, that's so cute. Yeah. That's so cute. How often do you... Anyway, sorry, back, and then I'll go back to your current situation. I'm a nightmare. So yeah, mum, dad, older sister, you're all from... you live in Donegal. We all live in Donegal. Yes. Well, my sister lives in Dublin now, and I live just outside Dublin. Oh, do you? So you don't live at home? No, I don't live at home. Oh, so how often do you get to go home for mum and dad's cooking? Maybe once a month, or maybe once every 2 months. Once a month. Oh, wow. Okay. Depends if I'm trying to save money. Like. Yeah, because it's at the other end of the country. Yeah, it takes about 3 hours to get up there. Yeah, in a car, obviously. Okay, so yeah, you've grown up there in Donegal with your family. How did you get into DJing?
So my cousin was a DJ when he was younger, and I remember he used to always go down to my family in Longford. That's where we used to stay, and that's where all my mom's family is. And I used to always have this, like, I was only really young at the time, me and my sister, and my mom would go out with her cousins, and I'd stay with my aunt, my grandaunt and uncle, so her auntie and uncle. Yeah, my cousin would have been DJing in our family pub.
Yeah. Oh, your family have a pub too?
They used to have a pub. So
oh, but Chinese. What more could you want? I wonder you ever left.
yeah, so it was their family pub, like, but he used to be DJing. I used to always kind of look up to him as like a role model, but I don't have any brothers. So I used to think all my big cousins are like brothers to me.
Yeah.
And I was just really influenced by him.
Has he like ever been like a big DJ or just more of a hobby?
Yeah, he did bits back in the day. Like he played vinyl and everything.
Yeah, all the cool stuff.
All the cool stuff. I was kind of just influenced by that when I was younger.
Has he still got all his old records?
I'm not too sure if he has records. I think he might have got rid of them all. He's well settled down now, has a kid and married.
Yeah.
Full works.
It's nice to have a little man cave somewhere to listen to some tunes.
My uncle does karaoke, and he actually set me up with speakers and everything.
So what age is all of this happening when you kind of first wanted to get into it?
So like I remember there was a stage where I was like maybe 14 or 15. One of my friends started DJing, and that kind of like gave me like the bit of inspiration to where like, yeah, like, I want to get a set of decks myself.
And is it easy to get, I assume, like obviously you're only a kid, and is it easy to get like secondhand stuff? Like where
My first set of decks, they were from Lidl.
From Lidl?
Yeah, they were like 50 quid. I was like, Mom, can you get these for me? Like, I want them. And she knew that I always wanted to dabble in DJing. So
they have some shit in that aisle, don't they?
They have everything. Man. Anything you need.
That fridge is from Lidl.
Yeah.
Aldi, same thing. Get such a bargains in there.
Yeah, it's such good deals. So I got the decks anyway, and yeah, I was sitting in my bedroom, and Calvin Harris was actually playing at BBC Radio Weekends. You know, MR festivals they hold all over Ireland, a different city every summer. So they were doing one.
Radio 1's big weekend.
Yeah, Radio 1 big weekend, and he was actually playing at Derry. That's like the next city across.
Super close.
Yeah. So I was in my bedroom just watching it live, and I was sitting next to my bedroom, like, yeah, like I want to be up there someday DJing, like. And
I thought you were going to say, and then you went. Did you go?
No, I was only 14 or 15 at the time.
Oh, okay, but you said I wanted to, especially seeing it so close to your home.
Yeah, that's it. It was so close.
Like, so it makes it more within reach.
Yeah, I'm so inspired by just watching him.
Yeah, that's cool. Would that be your kind of music, or?
Calvin Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah, growing up, like, he was definitely a big inspiration. Like, I used to love his 18 Months album.
So where does he like perform these days, or does he just do the big like?
He plays in Ibiza every Friday.
Oh, does
he? I think it's starting in May or June.
I didn't realise that he was still so big. Not really my kind of music. The same as you. Like when I was younger, I would have been into it, but like as I've got older, it wouldn't really be exactly my taste. So I wouldn't really be too sure what he's up to. But does my French look okay? If I made it look silly, I was like, imagine if it was all up.
It's what would have got there.
This way.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't look silly. Yeah, so I wouldn't follow him too close. I still appreciate him as an artist and everything, but I wouldn't be across that.
Calvin Harris is the GOAT.
Yeah.
There's no one ever going to be as big as Calvin Harris.
No, is he bigger than Avicii was?
He's definitely up there, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some artists are like massive and they've just had their career
His journey is cool. Like everyone remembered him from singing, and then he was transferred over to making beats and performing, like doing DJ sets.
He used to be a singer?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Don't know, like all about I Like All the Girls. What's it called again?
Yeah. What?
All the Girls, no?
Yeah, the song. I'm kind of singing it in my head. I don't want to sing it out loud. It sounds silly. The girls. He sings it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There you go. The more you know. I've learned a lot today.
He just dropped a new song maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Country western one. He's singing it as well.
That's so random. I look forward to listening to that. For sure. Okay, so you're inspired by Calvin Harris. You're 14, 15. You've got your decks from the door. And what?
That kind of just sparked the journey. And then I was working on my parents' Chinese, and I just worked every weekend enough so I could save up for a new set of decks. I used to play drums before it, but when I moved into my new house, like my parents just like they're sick of me playing drums on the stage. Like every time I played drums, I just knew by their faces they're like, oh, like, you're actually annoying us now, like. So I sold.
Were you not very good at them?
I was decent. Like I got lessons and everything. I was very lucky that they sent me the lessons because I remember Sandy got me a set of drums for Christmas Day, and I didn't have any notion how to play drums. I just hitting hope, just flashing everything. Like it's probably the worst present to ever get on Christmas Day because there was no peace. Yeah.
And they just got sick of it. Were they like you? They don't see this being your career. Like sick of it in what way? They're just sick of listening.
Just the banging like, just proper head banging like.
I love the like brutal honesty of that. Just like fuck this shit.
Yeah, no, I understand them. Like drums are fucking
noisy, and a lot of drummers go deaf, don't they? Were you good at protecting your ears, or was you still too?
I actually have rain in my ears. The tinnitus, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How bad?
I only really get it. Like I only notice it when I'm just sitting in a quiet room.
Yeah.
But like I do be protective of my ears now.
Now you actually.
I wear protection, but not all the time when I'm DJing because sometimes I find it hard getting into the zone.
Yeah.
Whenever I have them in. I find it a wee bit hard mixing as well.
Because what kind of ones do you have?
Just ones off of Amazon, the cheapest ones you can get.
Yeah, well, that might be something to do with it.
Yeah. Well,
so you can get some like molded to your ears that like just reduce stuff. I don't know too much about it, but I mean, you full-time DJ, so you probably should. Okay, cool. I'm so eager to get to the like the turning point. So you're getting into it. You're working weekends with your parents. You're still in school, I assume.
Yeah.
You're getting better at DJing, and then when did you start to get paid gigs, and like how long is that in between all of this?
So I actually got a decent set of decks after I sold my drum kit and was working every weekend, and my uncle gave me speakers. Well, he gave me like three speakers. Only one of them was working, but two of them were blown. It didn't make any difference to me. I still brought them, hooked them up. I didn't realize how bad they sounded. Only now I'm getting more knowledgeable. Like I was playing me one good speaker, two blown ones, and I played at my mate's 18th birthday party. I was just set up in a marquee. I was pure bonkers, like sitting playing like mad EDM music, just bouncing around, pushing each other, like.
Yeah, and I suppose this would be like at that age. That would be super cool. Like now you wouldn't want to be doing it, but like that would have been fun. That would have been a buzz.
Yeah, I was only 16, like.
Yeah, and so you did that for how long?
So I did that for about maybe 2 years, just going around just doing like parties, playing anything.
Yeah, this is like 16 to 18.
Just reading crowds and just kind of practicing better myself as a DJ, just throwing out mixes as well, entering DJ competitions.
So just all self-taught?
Yeah, all self-taught, like.
Yeah, self-taught.
I wouldn't call myself a specialist, but like I'm alright in the decks, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny because like depending on what kind of more rises your popularity, like you might not be a great DJ, but you can be an unbelievable producer.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, you could be a good DJ.
I have found that the more I got into producing, the more like I left DJing, and it does like I wouldn't really practice as much for DJing. Like before Australia, I did get on them maybe 3 or 4 times just to dust off the cobwebs, but over and that, like I wouldn't really.
When's your last gig before you came here?
So my last gig before I played here was I went back to back with Shona Brophy.
Okay.
And it was only a wee student one, but the Reboot brand is pretty big out in Ireland.
Yeah.
In the UK. But before that was the Telegraph ones with Ben Hemsley.
Oh, Ben Hemsley, he's played here a bit. But how many gigs are we talking like in the last 6 months?
In the last 6 months, I've only played 3.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so interesting.
For Belfast and then Sligo.
Where's that?
Sligo's just another town after Donegal. That's where I'm from.
Oh, where you're from. Oh, well, that's so. This always happens. So many questions. All right, but when was the turning point? So you're doing it as a hobby. You're obviously very lucky that your parents own a restaurant because you've never gone to uni or anything like that, right?
I have went to uni, yeah.
Oh, did you go to uni?
I went and studied engineering, fire safety engineering actually, but I only lasted maybe 3 months.
And then
I was like, yeah, I hate this. I prefer making money. I was working as well.
Yeah.
After uni, but just didn't enjoy it. And then the following year, I went and did music technology. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I love being around like-minded people. I felt so inspired. But I used to go up to Sligo every week and just DJ at house parties on the Thursday night. So I might miss the Thursday and Friday.
At uni.
Yeah. And I end up just dropping out over Christmas because I'm not going to pass this exam and synthesis, and I ended up just not doing it. And I do regret it in the ways, but I'm still doing what I want
to be doing. Like, fuck it. So you went to uni for a bit, you dropped out, and then how long were you in this kind of like bedroom DJ phase, would you say?
The bedroom DJ phase, maybe until 2020, like, I started getting club gigs then.
And where are we talking for club gigs? Like around, like, I don't imagine there's too many clubs around.
Yeah, so there's a club in Letterkenny called Fifth Avenue, and that's where I started off. And before that, I was getting really inspired by watching like streams of, Ruben Keeney. So he's a really big DJ in Ireland, and
Ruben Keeney. Okay.
You might have heard like Along Came Polly. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he's massive. Like, I really looked up to him because he.
What, the movie? No.
No, the movie. It's a track.
Oh, I thought it was the movie, and I was like, then you just said I heard of him, right? Okay. No, I don't know.
Like, I used to listen to his music before he was Ruben Keeney, or before he was Rebuke. His name is Ruben Keeney, and he used to make like deep house and house music. And he started up a project called Rebuke and started making more like ravey, electro, techno sounds. And he used to run his own club nights called Outhouse, and I'd been to one or two of their parties, but I wasn't going out frequently back then. I was kind of just working every weekend, but they used to live stream it every Sunday night, and I'd be sitting in work watching the live streams.
At the restaurant?
Yeah, at the restaurant, yeah.
Busy.
I used to work till 2 a.m. most nights, so a bit of there's time where
what were you actually doing in there?
Just taking orders.
Just taking orders. Yeah, so good. I love it. I'd love to see. Have you got? Why would you have videos of it? But I'd love to see you in there.
Yeah, they got videos probably messing.
Yeah. That would be so funny. I have to look for them. So yeah, you got really inspired by him, and did you meet him?
Yeah, I've met him a few times. He actually texted me a while ago. It was just out of the blue. He's like, send me some tunes, and it was really like a full circle moment for someone I used to look up to for a long time, because I was really inspired from another Donegal person.
To be asking for music.
Yeah.
I'm all about full circle moments.
I haven't really got anything to send him yet, but hopefully down the line.
Yeah.
I will send him some. He just started taking off. He started playing worldwide, and I just seen a bit of an opportunity there.
To take his spot in the local
Not to take
market?
a spotlight, but just to get my foot in the door. And I used to go down even to them events, and I used to just go up to the DJs and just buy them a beer. Like, I'll just try and network with them.
Yeah.
Like, I find a lot of upcoming DJs even text me now, like, oh, how do I get gigs? Like, I'm asking everybody, I'm begging everyone, like, just don't be begging. Like, the best way to be is just play cool.
Play cool and go out and meet people and like show up to the events and like
keep showing up to the events. Like,
like I work in a venue now. When you see the same faces, you will get to know them if they're constantly there, because so many people come and go.
As a DJ there as well, like, you really appreciate the recurring faces that come up every week.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, especially there's a guy in one of the nights in the club that I work in. He's there every Friday and he is throwing shapes on the dance floor, and you're absolutely just like, this guy is a fucking legend. Like, so much fun. So not saying you have to go in there and be like a performing monkey, but like, as you say, you have to show up to get noticed. So would you think that it's got harder for DJs in the past like 5 years?
I would say after 2021, I think it got harder because there's so many DJs coming up.
Do you think COVID, more people learned to DJ because they had nothing else to do? Or?
I feel like there's been a lot of hype around DJing, and there's a lot more people wanting to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they really. I find like after a few years, it'll feel like the real ones will always be there, but the ones who aren't really that passionate about it will filter out.
Oh, it takes dedication.
Like, a lot of people, like, I heard some people saying to me, like, oh, I'm going to give up, and they'd be only DJing after like 1 year, if even not even a year. Like, I can't get any gigs anywhere.
You need to change your approach.
Yeah,
you can't just keep trying the same thing. If it's not working, you need to figure out why. But it's, as I was saying before, like, we've adapted our whole lifestyle to revolve around music because it's the only way you will succeed in this industry, because it's like, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I just got my foot in the door, and I was blessed enough to get an opportunity. I think my first gig was maybe a rag week party. So the rag week's like basically the Irish spring break. Everyone just meets up and drinks all week. Rag week, yeah. It's called rag week.
Here it's called, is it called O week? No, O week is when you first start uni. Here it's called schoolies. Schoolies.
So rag week, I got my first set on one of the rag weeks, and it started at 12 p.m. So I was the first set of the day, and it went on to 10 p.m. So after 10 p.m. it went down to the club, and the main headline DJs were playing that time.
So how long did you play for?
So I only played for an hour.
Still though, first good gig, opening
There was only like maybe 5 people there for my set.
Of it.
2 people working in the bar. Two of my mates, two of my mates, and then like 4 people. I don't know, 3 people out on the sides. So
Yeah.
the set went well. Like the guy was doing the lights in the production at the time. Like he used to run the events downstairs and help set everything up. The bar person as well. They said I played a good set, and he said I played a good set. So I ended up getting a set, getting a night in there.
From that.
Shortly after, even though it was the first set of the day.
Yeah, oh, that's good then. So that's actually says a lot in itself. It's not about also how many people are there. It's again, it's like putting the work in and
Yeah.
and some people are like too fussy with their gigs. Like it's good that you're prepared to do that,
Yeah.
you know, because I think some people genuinely think it's just like this. You learn to DJ and then you're on the big stage. Like I genuinely don't think a lot of people understand that there's like so much
Yeah.
patience and time and gradual growth involved. So what year was that?
That was 2020.
2020.
Maybe it was 2019. I'm not too sure.
And then 2019, so pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So then during COVID is when you got
I was just going out a lot, going to all the techno events and house events.
living at home and working in your family's restaurant.
Living at home, working at my family restaurant, and then whatever nights I could book off for the big techno DJs. Like that nightclub used to have like Camel Fat, Alan Fitzpatrick, Ejeka.
Alan Fitzpatrick, what a DJ.
Yeah, they had like all the big DJs every weekend.
Johnny Go.
Yeah, that's when Rebuke ran his own nights, and he had like every big DJ at the time. He had Solardo there when they were popping off.
I wouldn't ever think that, this is just my assumption. I would not think that anywhere outside of Dublin or Belfast in Ireland would have big headlines.
We were blessed with all these big artists coming.
Yeah, that's really interesting actually. What was it? Was it just because of this particular guy?
Well, like he was his music was popping off as well, but he was a very good promoter. Like he was DJing so long himself. Like he knew what to do, and he knew all the right approaches.
Yeah, and the right people. That's so cool. So you got to meet these people?
I never got to meet them. I got to meet 1 or 2 DJs after I got into the club.
Who's your biggest inspiration? Idolize the most? Don't know.
I don't really idolize anyone.
No.
Like I admire a lot of people's music, like Mulgrave, Kennewa, who else? Ben Hemsley, of course. Like the man's done a lot for me, like releasing that their track.
He signed your track?
Yeah, he signed the track for his record label.
Which one?
N13.
Oh, he signed it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Remind me to come back to that.
Yeah, it's a cool story about that one.
Yeah. Oh, excited. Or so you're out doing that kind of stuff. When did you get into music production? Is it fair to say it's just been a slow progress through
Slow progress. Like I started off when I was like maybe 15, 16. I can't remember what age it was exactly, but it was around 15, 16. I might have got them little decks maybe when I was 14, but I wouldn't even call that proper DJing.
But still though, it's nice to know that if someone is interested at such a young age like that there was like an affordable option. Yeah. You're such a dope bandit. So you did that, and then it was just like a bit of a side thing. Would you say that how did you get into music production? Whenever
you're DJing, like it's always a dream to get into the production side of things, but it's never that easy. There wasn't as many YouTube videos back then, so I found it really hard to get into it.
Someone didn't teach you production?
No, I was all self-taught.
That's mad. That's mad. Horik is doing an Ableton course right now for 8 weeks where he has like a tutor and then he has homework to do and stuff as well. That's mad.
I've got a few lessons and it has like boosted me a lot. I was Ableton, but before that I was just all like self-taught.
Wow, that's fascinating. Yeah. So when did you really get into the production? Was it during COVID?
It was just before COVID. Like I spent years trying, and every time I sat down, this is like a normal issue for the upcoming producers. You sit down, try and make a beat. You have so many ideas in your head, but then when you're trying to lay down an idea, you're just like, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I don't know what this button does. I don't know what this does. You accidentally hit a button, and you don't know how to turn it off. And yeah, it's really difficult to get.
I'm sure that's very relatable for a lot of people, to be honest with you. Yeah. Apparently, again, I've never opened up the World Bandit. Yeah. I've never opened up. Wouldn't have a clue, but from what I hear is that Ableton is an absolute jungle. Like
it's not even. I started off using FL Studio, and I found my workflow was way harder on FL Studio.
Is that just a competitor of Ableton?
Yeah, like FL Studio's like the more user friendly kind of version. Yeah, like a lot of big DJs use it. I'm pretty sure DJing used FL Studio.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, like it's a pretty common DAW to use starting off.
Yeah, okay. And then people progress onto Ableton.
Not a lot of people like once you understand one,
You just have a preference.
yeah, you just have a preference.
Because you use the other one?
I found once I understood FL Studio.
FL Studios. Yeah.
Some people know it as Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep repeating what you say. I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly.
That's what it used to be called, I'm pretty sure. I just found like I wanted to get on Ableton, and I was using the free trials over lockdown.
On all different family members' names?
No, I just made a new email address every time I wanted to get a new trial.
Is that what you had to do?
Yeah.
How long was the trial for?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
It's quite a long time.
Yeah, so I made like 4 different emails. I got a full year of like Ableton Suite. So like if you were to buy Ableton Suite, it was like 500-600 euro, and I just wasn't doing that.
Yeah, Porix just recently paid for it as well. It's expensive, and that's why I think no wonder people do things like that, because you have to.
You can actually buy an Ableton Suite and like go halves to your mate. So you get two subscriptions or.
Oh, that's good. So there is like.
Yeah.
They do try and help out, make it a bit more affordable at least.
Yeah, so I ended up buying it with one of my friends, and we just went halves on it.
Would you say many of your friends growing up are also into music?
One of my best friends was into DJing as well.
Yeah.
So like he was doing
similar kind of story?
Yeah, similar kind of story, but like he just lost interest in it.
Oh, okay. What does he do now?
He's an engineer now.
Engineer. Yeah. Helpful if he was a sound engineer.
Yeah. Yeah, so we used to go down and make mixes down at his house, and we threw a few parties in the town.
So would you be well known in your town?
Yeah, I'd say I would, yeah.
Yeah. From I suppose being a face in the local restaurant growing up, but then also
just doing parties, yeah.
Doing parties as well. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I can imagine you'd be like a cool guy back in your town, and outside of the town, of course. So you started getting into music production, and then how many tracks did you? I feel like I don't know if we asked this on camera already, but how many tracks would you have made before you released one?
Well, it took me years to even make a track. Like as I was saying, like I used to sit down, I used to be so clueless about how to make beats. Like at the time, I was listening to a lot of deep house at the time. Like you might know like Belders Only.
I don't know them personally, but I know them once again through Ryan.
Before they were Belders Only, they used to do their solo projects, and then like one half of Belders Only is Robbie G. And I used to listen to a lot of Robbie G growing up, like the Deep House.
Yeah.
The Deep House era.
I like Deep House, yeah. Like, 2015 was a big, that kind of time.
Yeah, like, he was really big in Ireland at the time. And I used to listen to a lot of his stuff, and I was trying to make kind of stuff like that kind of sound, but I just hadn't a clue. Didn't know where to start with the drum sounds, didn't know how to make the synths, didn't know how to do anything. And then I kind of grew out of that phase and started listening to more house, like proper house music, and then like listening to more techno sounds and trancey stuff. Like I would have a big influence in like kind of like the old trancey sounds from my mother, because nearly everyone's parents, like most of them all listen to like Tiesto and all them like old trancey sounds back in the day. Yeah, well, my dad's more into like Motown 70s stuff, and my mom's more into like the dance music. And
Mom's the raver.
Yeah, any party, like she'll be the first one up dancing. She always said to me like, "Oh, you just have to appreciate all sorts of music. It's not you just like I could ask her like, what's your favorite genre? She's like, I love all music."
Me too, and I feel it depends in my mood. Like when I'm in the car, I just have the radio on unless I'm playing a mix through my speaker, and I'll listen to like Smooth FM.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really ever be into hard techno, but I can listen to quite hard music depending on my mood, or I can listen to acoustic music. I just love music, and I think parents who are interested in music can definitely have an influence. It doesn't have to be dance music.
I think my mom, like she has a like collection of CDs from years ago. Like any big CD was out, she was the first one buying it. Okay,
so you're into production, and then so how long did it take you from when did you make your first track?
So after years of like trying constantly and just not getting anywhere, like I remember I got to like, I think it was 2019, I just set a challenge for myself, like I want to make a track before the end of summer. And then like my friend put me onto like a few websites. His name is Medea, he's another producer. So he put me on a few like sites where I could get samples, and it's called Splice, like every upcoming DJ producer knows about it. But I started finding sample packs where I could just narrow down like a certain sound. Like I want a techno sample pack and find all the techno sounds, like a 90s house sample pack, find all them sounds. And it made it a lot more easier.
Yeah.
rather. And I was going on the internet trying to find like free sample packs or this and that.
So once you heard about Splice, you were like, wow.
Yeah, it was very beneficial for me starting off, definitely.
Yeah, okay, cool. So piece of advice.
So that was 2019. I think I had got my first gig at the time. No, my first official. No, that was the Rag Week show. So I think.
Oh, so you were learning to produce at the same time you were learning to DJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was kind of like more of accomplished at the DJing side of things. I wanted to take it the next step, and I think I set a challenge for myself anyway, and I said I want to make a track before summer. And I ended up making one in like 2 weeks, and I was just so buzzing that I actually had a full arrangement laid out, start to finish, like a 5 minute song. I was like, whoa, like I can't believe I did this. And it just gave me that motivation to keep on going from there. I ended up making another one like 2 weeks later, which actually got good support of like DJs all around the world. And
what's that track called?
IMVU.
IMVU?
Yeah.
Is it original or remix?
Well, it's an original track, but it has a like old 90s vocal on it. I was just making house music at the time, and
then what?
after that I made my third track, which is another funny story. Like, I made it 6 years ago, and it blew up on TikTok over the last year. I went from having like 200,000 streams over like 4 years, and now it's nearly at 1 million streams. Do a playlist called Zara House Music. So just people will be making like these meme type videos of them like dancing, like when the house music in Zara is so good and I was there, and they put like my tune in the background, play groovy music, and I got added to the playlist, and people were just making meme type videos.
How funny. The power of TikTok, huh?
Yeah, so all of a sudden, like, someone made a video about it maybe this time last year, and they got like 40K likes. Like, that's
crazy.
Yeah.
What an interesting world we live in, that's how your music could get out to the...
And then just say like after Christmas or in January, February, and it just really started taking off. I was like, whoa, what the hell? Like, it's got like 500 videos in like 2 days. What's going on here? So some TikToker made a video and it got like 150K likes, and it just really blew up from then.
Isn't it funny how like, and then it will have a chain reaction, and it must have caught you off guard, especially if the track was a couple of years old.
Like, I got like maybe 30 emails and messages and DMs from all these like big labels looking to sign it.
Oh, did it get signed?
It's not. I don't really want to sign it unless I make a 2025 version of it of my current sound. And that's what my manager Marty, he recommends me making it more upbeat, because you don't want to be known for music you made 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so I need to think about it before I jump into any conclusions.
Oh my god, so many questions, but
it's mad. Like, there's a guy, he actually won one of the Grand Prix there, one of the F1 Grand Prix.
Right.
And he used the TikTok sound, him winning the cup. It's mad.
That's so good. That's so random as well. All right, I'm conscious. I've got so much to ask, but I'm also conscious of not making this 5 hours long. So, what's the first track you had signed?
Officially was with N13, the BB release. So I was saying earlier, I made a track in July 2022, and I sent it off to Mark Laird. He played it out first. But another person that really liked the track was Shona Brophy. Maybe about 6 or 7 months, she was rinsing it anyway. And they brought Ben Hemsley over to Ireland for a Irish tour. And
where's he from?
He's from Newcastle,
England.
So they brought him over for an Irish tour, and they brought him back to his house just for a few drinks after, and they're all sitting there drinking, big group of them.
Were you there?
I wasn't there. I was out helping them with a different show with Hannah and I. Yeah. So anyway, they're all sitting having a few drinks anyway, and he goes, right, somebody show me some tunes, and she goes like, I don't have any tunes myself, but my mate makes really good music, and she played like the first minute, and he's like, right, I want to sign it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does every big DJ end up with their own record label?
Just like another step,
He said he wants to sign it, just like that.
Just like that. I met him the next day. I was up in Belfast a weekender. He was playing with BLK, and that was my first time ever meeting him. It's funny because over lockdown, like, he used to make tutorials. Well, just like, wasn't tutorials, his run-throughs of his tracks that he used to make on Ableton, and I found it really beneficial because I was like learning on Ableton. It felt like I was learning all over again, but to see someone that like his standard, like I really looked up to his productions, and it was cool to just watch him do his YouTube videos. And it was even cool that I was actually getting to meet him, and he was buzzing to meet me because he wanted to send me a track. Yeah. How cool is that? I think that's such like a good reminder of like, it can happen to anyone. Yeah. Like, if you had given up or if you keep at it,
you like I truly believe that at some point everyone will succeed if you're really dedicated to it. You know?
And like I knew it was a special track, and I had sent it to other big labels, but I just they weren't like interested in me that much. And I was like, oh, I might just leave it. I might just not release it at all. And then I was getting to the stage where I probably was never going to release it
Officially.
officially. Yeah, I might have just dropped it in SoundCloud over years if I ever did drop it.
And am I correct in saying if you didn't release it, the only people that would ever be able to play it is people that you have given it to?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's just like unreleased.
Yeah.
How is there many songs out there that I would know that's not a release song? Like, is that common or not really?
Yeah, like if you go on TikTok, like there's a lot of DJs that play out their unreleased stuff and then they might never release them ever. It is common enough.
Okay, so that's getting your first track signed, Ben Hemsley at 13. When did you get a manager and an agent and all that kind of stuff?
So I had a manager at the time. That was just when I started off getting more bookings. But I recently signed with the Acid Booking Agency.
Acid Booking Agency?
Yeah. My manager's Marty. He's a really good guy. He's been...
So it's an agency and management in one?
Yeah, and I have a booking agency based in Netherlands. They're called Plus Agency.
Plus?
Yeah.
Okay, so your agency in Ireland is an artist agency?
Yes. They look after my management and my Irish bookings. And then my booking agents, they look after my worldwide bookings.
Yeah.
It's been a long journey, but I just feel like I'm only getting started.
Yeah, and I feel like, to my point earlier when I saw you the other day and you said you were bored or whatever, I genuinely really believe, hand on my heart, that the next time you come out to Australia, you won't have time to come over to my house next time you come to Australia. Yeah. Like, you're going to be so busy, and I feel like there's a lot of musically knowledgeable people in Australia, but after people see you and they see your set, if you drop a lot of your own music in it, they'll be like, what's that song? What's that song? It's just another way of spreading awareness about yourself. And like, especially if you come back on a festival circuit or next time you come around.
Does festival season kick off right now?
So there is smaller festivals all year round, but the main festival season is from like October long weekend, which is how you have May public holiday, and I'm not sure if you do in Ireland, but you do in England. Similar thing, start of the summer, and then it's busy. I would consider Australia to have like a 6-month summer, really, like from October through till April. It's like it's like on season and off season. In the summer, we have so many artists come through and so many festivals. It's like event fatigue. So many big worldwide people, because it's the middle of winter in most of the world, so people like.
My friend was living in Melbourne. She gone up to Darwin now to work, but there was a stage there. There's so many big DJs walked into Melbourne, and there's just like every international DJ or upcoming DJ, just all walking around like, and Miro and Kirk Rover as well.
They also said it was surreal that they were supporting their idols the next time they came out. So it's definitely within reach. But yeah, to answer your question, between like October and April, it's like very busy, many festivals. But then in the winter, it drops off a cliff. Like, it's quiet. Then where have you played? Like, outside of Ireland and Ibiza and now Australia, where else have you played?
I gig in Edinburgh, Manchester, Liverpool, and then I've played in Ibiza. Yeah, that's it.
On many like those kind of holidays when you were younger, or have you always been?
I was in Magaluf as a young child.
Yeah.
But like Ibiza is the one to go to now. Like my friends are living in Perth. They're coming over to see me. They're getting a flight over from Perth to Ibiza.
Where are you playing in Ibiza?
Eden nightclub.
Eden.
That's a kind of surprise gig, but I'm playing the following week after that as well.
In Ibiza as well.
So Ibiza for 2 weeks in a row, like 2 weekends in a row.
So when did you move to Dublin?
To be honest, I started working as an electrician, like doing an apprenticeship.
Oh wow!
I was doing that for 2.5 years, and a lot of stuff was going on with music, and I wasn't studying. I failed one of my exams, and my work laid me off. So I was out of work for like 2 or 3 months. I was like, right, I'm gonna do music for full time now. It just wasn't the right time. Kind of put me in a bad place with music.
Mm-hmm.
I started falling out of love with it. Even in my last gig in Ibiza, like I just didn't feel myself. I felt like a shell of myself, and I was ready to quit music for good.
Was that around this time last year?
It was September last year.
Yeah, right. So you almost quit.
Yeah, glad I didn't. So I wouldn't be in this position today. So I failed one of my exams, and then just work laid me off. I just got another full-time job and just worked away and started getting back into music. I just started working on myself, like mentally and physically a lot. I started going to the gym, started going out for more walks and hikes and everything, and I just felt like everything was getting a lot better for me. And at around then, I was like, right, like, the only thing that interests me to go back to music is if I get a gig in Australia. But then I got an email from a promoter to play the biggest venue in Belfast on St. Stephen's night, and I was like, right. I just put down my phone. I just started hyping myself up in the car. I was like, you can't turn this down. Like,
Yeah.
a part of me is like, well, just say no. Like, just say no. Just because you said only 2 weeks ago that you're going to give it up. I was like, right, I'm going to do this, and the gig went so well, and
Here we are.
we are, yeah.
Wow. So there's a couple of things I'm taking away from that. First of all is how important it is to look after yourself in this industry, like physically as well as mentally.
Yeah.
I was worried when I changed roles at work. Late nights, it was going to be caffeine, junk food, or sleep. Can easily happen. And it definitely got me a little bit over Christmas and New Year.
It took me like 2 weeks to get back into the routine after Christmas.
Yeah, it's like Christmas at home, sorry, your home, like my old home, is the middle of winter. Christmas here is the peak of summer. So if you have a good run, good weather, you've got New Year's Eve parties, you've got New Year's Days parties, everyone has 2 weeks off, like all the like normal people jobs. So it can really consume you. So, yeah, so how important it is to look after yourself, I think is a key message. But also something that I can personally relate to as well is the power of goal setting. You said a goal of yours was, I'm going to make a song. You did it. And then you wanted to, I can't remember what you said, but you wanted to play in Australia. I feel like when you make goals, you can have short-term goals and you can have long-term goals. Yeah. I think it's so important because it gives you a bit of a steer, and it gives you something to reflect your decisions on. So like when I had a goal of mine was to work in the music industry by my 32nd birthday, every decision I was making in my life, it was a bit of like a North Star, Yeah. You had something to kind of, if you weren't too sure what to do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. As well, like my manager approached me as well. Like around when you text me too, I wasn't being active on my social medias. I kind of just went off the face of the earth for a few months. People are actually texting me on Instagram, like, where are you gone, bro? We need you back and all this here. It's like, I'm still here, don't worry. Like, but my current manager now texts me. He's like, are you okay? Like, and I was like, I'm just.
Was he your manager then?
No, he wasn't. Like, I had a track signed with a label, but he was just doing management for. And he just texted me out of the blue. He was like, "Oh, are you okay, man? You're not active at all. Like, what's up?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just going through a rough time here. Like, just I don't want to do music or anything. I'm just not inspired." And yeah, he texted me again around October, and we locked things in. And like, he's been a real boost in my career as well. Like, just kind of pushing me to my limits. Where like he's just getting me on the right track again.
Good manager,
I feel a lot more inspired and motivated towards music since I've gotten bored with him.
It's like anything in your life, like you're a product of your environment.
Yeah.
So if you've got someone that knows what they're doing, but the fact that he must have been interested in you as a person and your music, to be following you and to be aware of the fact that you had gone quiet.
No, like he actually cares about me, like, more personally too. Like
100%, like 100%. As I said, for him to know it's all very well. Like if Fisher went off socials, everyone would be like, where Fisher's gone. But someone who is a relatively small artist at that point, for someone to notice that you've gone quiet, that's like shows a lot about his character, I would say. I
do doubt myself a lot, and it's nice having him around so he can just give me that reassurance where if I was on my own, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm just going to give up here. But he makes me believe in myself.
So you think having a manager is important?
Well, a manager, I'm blessed to have a manager like I do with Marty, because he really believes in me and cares about me and wants me to do well. If you have that behind you, like
you're like, so what you're saying before about you doubt yourself, like I think like imposter syndrome in this world is very I definitely suffer with it. It's definitely very real, because you're like, how can I be living that life that I saw those people living? Like, it's kind of crazy. I know somebody that got a manager when they're like really quite small in terms of like they still have a different job or this, that and the other, but I think it's important because I think it's part of the growth, and you are more likely to get bigger if you get one. But like, do you have any opinions on or advice on like when it's to get a manager or get one ASAP? Like, what would your thoughts be on it?
I'd feel like when you're coming up, just do your own thing and take on as many bookings as you can possibly. But make sure you take the right bookings too. If you're DJing house, don't take on a gig at a hard techno event, something like that, because when you're young and naive, you just take anything. Just make sure you're in the same environment that you want to be in, like the right people. Yeah,
100%. I think surround yourself by people you want to be around. Yeah. I actually saw something on Instagram just this morning, and it said, "Don't surround yourself by people that tolerate you. Surround yourself by people that celebrate you." And I was like, "It's true. I think you want to be around people that will talk about you in a room when you're not there."
Yeah, for sure.
You know, your manager obviously really believes in you, which is exciting. So, have you got some new goals? Obviously, you've ticked a couple off, but have you got some that you would like to verbalize, or would you like to?
Yeah, I just want to get a few more tracks signed to a few labels on mine up at the minute, and yeah, I just want to play bigger venues, bigger festivals, and play more around Europe.
Play more around Europe, because it's crazy to think that you've made it all the way to Australia and you haven't played in too many places in Europe.
Yeah. So the new agency I'm with now, they're based in like Netherlands, and that's a really big hotspot for like the music I'm playing at the moment.
I think like we've covered a lot, way more than we would have done in 15 minutes anyway. How do you respond to those people that get into your inbox and say, how do you get gigs, and asking you for advice? What do you say to those people?
So I would just say like just network, make sure you go to their events and like show your support, because the support always means a lot for the promoters.
Yeah.
And they do see you if you're there every weekend. Just keep on practicing, keep on making mixes, and don't ever give up, most importantly, because if I gave up 9 months ago, I wouldn't be in Australia today.
And Joe Hunt said exactly the same. He has been in the game for a long time, and then he just had his story was crazy about how he got his track signed to IPC. Similar thing, heard it, loved it. He said I signed it the next day.
Yeah.
Like those things won't happen. It's like my slogan of my podcast, because the whole reason I've gone down this path is that some of the people I have met through music events have become some of the most important people in my life. So my slogan is, if you don't go, you won't know. Yeah. If you don't go to the event, you won't know what might come from it. More festivals and stuff as well. So similar to what you're saying, like if you give up, you're never going to know.
Like you have to be prepared for the bad days too, because even some of the top DJs in the world, unless you're like a big headliner selling out every single show, like some of your favorite DJs are still playing in clubs and there might only be 50 people there, but that's the side you don't see. You're always going to see the videos where there's like 2,000 people or 500 people in front of them, but you're never going to see the videos where there's only 50 people and nobody's showing up.
100%. And like if you have a festival with an awesome lineup, some of those people are going to play earlier in the day, even if they're big. So like you say, it's not always going to be a full house, is it? That's interesting. Is there any particular record label or venue in the world you've got your eye on in particular?
There's a few like German labels I want to get down to. I don't want to say any names, but I'm gonna be working hard towards them there. When I get back to Ireland, I'm gonna put the head down and do a lot of producing.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'm off work now. Like I quit my job, so I'm gonna do this full time for as long as I can.
And it's one thing to say that when you're living at home, but you're living out of home.
A shared accommodation just in Kildare. The next town over. If I want to get a bus into the city, it takes 40 minutes. So I've got the best of both worlds. I like kind of countryside, but
you would do if you grew up in the country, So you've gone all in basically. Yeah. And where's your dream place in the world, either a venue or city you'd like to play in?
I like to play like SWG3 in Glasgow. I think that's a really cool venue.
I've not heard of it personally, but I'll definitely look it up.
And what other venues?
Or like, what country would you love to be able to go to?
Germany, German clubs, Belgium, Netherlands, Devon. I went to an event there, the 240 km events. It's where like Adrian Mills does his events. He does them all over Europe, like even in Ireland. I was just like blown away by the difference in like the rave scene in Europe.
Oh yeah.
Compared to Ireland.
Yeah. Very different. Even for the quality of the sound system, to the production, to the punters, to the culture. So mad. Yeah, I
want to be hitting more festivals as well. Like a big dream to play like Let's Picnic. That's one of Ireland's biggest festivals.
Yeah.
So if I get that, I'd be very happy.
Wow.
Even down the line.
I love getting people to say this kind of stuff, because I think it's so fucking cool when you can look back on things and be like your full circle moment with was it Ben Hemsley? Yeah, you're like, it's so cool. And my memory is so bad, like genuinely. If I don't have, like, obviously this is your story, not mine, but if you don't capture stuff like that, you'll forget that you even ever thought it or said it. You know?
You were saying you got really inspired after you went to a festival, weren't you?
Which one?
2 years ago, was it?
Yeah, so I went to Pitch Music and Arts, and I had not been to a festival with that kind of music before. It was so well programmed. It was unbelievable. Basically, Porrick and I, we both turned 30 within 2 weeks of each other. Our birthdays are 2 weeks apart. So we were like coming out of COVID. We've been working really hard. We'd really started to get more interested in music again, because I've always loved music, but I won't go into the ins and outs of people have heard it a million times. But for a few years, I was kind of absent from that scene for various personal reasons, friendships, relationships, career. And then just before COVID, I had all this stuff booked. And then we were able to start going to stuff again. And then we went to like loads of festivals because we had tickets from before. So we went to Pitch Music and Arts 5-day festival, like shell of a human when I left, but so fulfilled and everything. We came home to Sydney for 24 hours and then we got on a flight and flew to Miami Music Week.
Jeez.
And then I was in the crowd at John's Summit at like 7 o'clock in the morning. It was the last day of Miami Music Week. Yeah. So I'd pretty much been 2 weeks back to back in consumed by music. And it was a venue called Factory Town. And it was an unbelievable venue. There was thousands of people in there. 7 o'clock in the morning, place was full. John Summit, I knew he was really quite young. Like he's only a year younger than me, I think. But what he had achieved, and I was like, it takes an army to pull off this event that I'm at right now. And I was like, I want to be part of this magic. Yeah. But I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what roles there are. I didn't know anything about it. You know, now I know you have an event producer, you have a production manager, I know all the roles now, but I didn't then. So I was like, I want to be in that industry. I'm not exactly sure what. And I'm going to be in it full time by my 32nd birthday. And this was 2 or 3 months before my 30th birthday. So that was my goal. And then, I went full time into my role in December. So 1.5 years it took me, which at the beginning of the journey, it just seemed so impossible. And I had so many fuck this moments, like really quite stressed. And then you just have to keep going.
It kind of takes moments like that to get inspired too. I was always DJing and I started making my own music before. I remember like a lot of people from my town and like the next town, we all got a big bus down to one of the big electronic music festivals in Ireland. It's finished now. Like they stopped doing it like last year.
What was it called?
Life Festival.
Life.
So like they got the biggest DJs like electronic music in the world. We used to go there every year. Like, went to one in 2019. That's what really like inspired me to do so much. And the first one I ever went to really opened my eyes that I really wanted to be up on a stage someday and doing this here.
And I think it does take those moments. For me, as I said, it wasn't the same to you as I wanted to be on the stage. Yeah. I was like, I want to be behind the scenes. It's very similar for me when I went to Pitch and to Miami Music Week. Like, I want to be part of it. I'm not sure what. Whereas yours was obviously clearer.
There's just a punter at the front of the stage, and I was like, this is my goal. Like, I want to make this my goal, being up there. And into the pandemic, and the first one after the pandemic, I stopped producing for like a year. It just wasn't working for me. And then that's why after I made N13, it meant so much to me because it was such a big track.
It's such a big moment.
I remember going to a festival straight after the lockdown. I was like, I just didn't do enough. And I was cool with it, like, but like, I'm going to get to work after this festival. And I made sure, like, the next year, I'm going to hear my own tracks in the campsite. I remember just getting to the festival, sitting down my tent. Like, one of the very first tunes I heard, the campsite, was my own remix.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I popped my head out of the tent, like, mate, that's my head. That's like, are you Cody Wong? Yeah. That was funny, like.
Yeah, so good.
So that's the next year, actually, like, I didn't get playing at the festival, but I still go regardless. Like, I'm not gonna be sour. Like, but
it doesn't. It's not on anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not on anymore. I love the festival to bits, and
but Electric Picnic is very much.
That's all we have. Like, bigger than that. I'm actually playing one of the other festivals, Longitude.
Yeah. Okay. This year.
Yeah, this year.
That's exciting.
Back traffic. 50 cents on it too, like bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah, how random.
There's a lot of electronic artists on it.
Yeah, that's so good.
That their last festival, Life. I didn't get playing on it, but it was whenever Ben was signing the track, like he got me the VIP backstage and everything. I was sitting backstage on his playing, and he starts looking around. He's like, "Where's Cody?" And they're all pushing me out. Get out in the main stage. Get out in the main stage.
Did you got there?
Yeah, he went out and he played my song. There's a video of it somewhere. I'll send it on to you. I never got to play the festival. I didn't get to smash my goal, but I still got to smash it in the sense where I was up on the main stage. I got the all my friends were out in front and like, there's Cody, what the hell?
Up on the stage, like listening to your song. That's awesome. That's so good. All right. Sorry, I feel like this is going to be so long. So is there anything else you want to get on record?
Good, yeah.
No, good. I would love a snack. But yeah, thank you so much. And I'm so glad that it worked out this way because it's definitely nicer to be inside here. I definitely feel like you were a bit shy at the beginning, and then I feel like towards the end, like you didn't show up.
I'm not used to doing these interviews, like, and
Yeah, but
I feel really nervous. So as soon as the mic or the camera turns on, you just start stuttering.
But you don't seem nervous now.
No, I'm gone now. Like, it takes me a while.
Yeah, at the beginning you did, but not now. It was 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, well, I might wrap it up there, but
Thanks for having me on.
yeah, I hope the show goes well tomorrow at Home Bar, which is not going to be out, unfortunately, but hope that goes well. And in Melbourne and Ibiza, have fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing you smash all your goals very soon.
Very much.
All right, thank you. I'm going to have to put the camera on these dogs because they are so cute. But yeah, thank you for coming and chatting to me. Like, look at you two. Why are you so cute?